Hey everyone, I am Umesh. Today we are going to talk about one of the most important topic, that is business etiquette. Well, today's time in the kind of world we are living in, if you don't have any certain basic manner or courtesies, what happens is that the other person feels little bit bad about you or little negative impression of yours goes to the particular person. Have you ever faced any certain situation like this wherein a team member of yours peeps into your cubicle or without any work or comes and starts the gossiping with you, or you get really rude email from a person in your department? These simple things falls under the business etiquettes. Business etiquettes have some certain rules and regulations. All over the globe, all company and organizations are follows these kind of rules. Let's take a look at the agenda for us today. Very first, we talk about the definition of etiquette and why business etiquette is important and what are all the kinds of business etiquettes and communication style. At the last, we have one simple video demo for you. Definition of business etiquette is business etiquette is a set of manner that is required in a professional environment. The professionals are expected to follow the certain rules and behave in a certain within the workplace. Why business etiquette is important? It gives an edge over other in the competitive workplace. It gives a confidence to stand out in diverse setting of the organization. People are like to work that kind of person who have some manner and courtesy. Simple things can matter in this work environment, like please, thank you, may I do this. These are all the things can matter, and build a positive image of a person is very important. Kinds of business etiquettes are: first is email etiquette, telephone etiquette, meeting etiquette, cubicle etiquette, dress etiquette, and office etiquette. Email etiquette. Email etiquette is an evolving art as this has come in a frequent use recently. You should always use the professional language. It should be crisp and to the point. The email should be proofread, and subject line should be proper, and it should be respectful and polite. That should be appropriate, proper grammar and clear, very planned. At the last, the email must be a professional. Do double check your response before sending to the multiple recipient. And next is telephone etiquette. Telephone etiquette. Five rules of professional phone etiquette are: very first, immediate attention, clear speech, attentive listening, honesty and straightforward answers, timely follow up responses. These are all the five main rules of telephone etiquette. When you are answer the phone call of any organization or any person, you should follow these five rules very clearly, because the person cannot see you but they can hear your voice. This is very important in business. Next is continued by Soumya.
Myself Soumya. Now I am going to tell about meeting etiquette. For a certain meeting etiquette, this is very central because whenever you go for a meeting, you do not want certain things which can really bad impression. Certain meeting etiquette and manners are very important. For example, you need to be in time and well prepared for a meeting. You should know the agenda of the meeting. Do not use your mobile phones. I think it's complete wrong impression you make using a phone in a meeting. And be brief and relevant, and never interrupt anyone. If you are voiced as somebody else from in a meeting is talking, please listen to them properly before putting your comment. It's very rude to interrupt somebody. And be a good speaker, be punctual, and ask question at the appropriate time. Next one is dress etiquette. Dress etiquette is very important. If you are working in corporated company, it makes a lot of difference if you are dressed formally rather than dressing casually. Proper grooming adds to your personality, and wear professional clothes. It will be neat and well ironed and simple yet elegant. And never wear strong colors. Next, wear light makeup for women. Next one is office etiquette. Generally, courtesy and manners are very important because people always forming an impression. Be punctual, be a good team player, Avoid using slangs and vulgar languages in the office. And treat all co-workers with respect and courtesy. Whether you're talking to with the MD of the company or CEO of the company or office workers, you need to make treated with a lots of courtesy. Then Sujana will be continued.
Communication is simply the act of transferring information from one place to another. Whenever you are communicating with the other person, you have to be very careful about the tone of your voice. There are four basic types. Let us know which type describes you. First one is passive communicators. These people avoid expressing their feelings or opinion and rarely protect their own rights or meeting their needs. Passive communication is usually born of low self-esteem. This includes belief I am not worth taking care of. Instead, they respond to hurtful things or an angry situation. After the outburst, however, they feel shame, guilty, and confusion, so they return to being passive. Impact of passive communication: fail to express their feeling, needs, and opinion, tend to speak softly or apologetically, exhibit poor eye contact and stumbled body posture, depressed because they feel stuck and hopeless, confused because they ignore their own feelings, unable to mature because real issues are never addressed. Passive communicator will say like this: I don't know what I am rights are. I get stepped on by everyone. People never consider my feeling. Aggressive communication: individuals express their feelings and opinion and advocate their needs in a way that violate the rights of others, typically verbally or physically abusive. Aggressive communication is born on the low self-esteem, unhealed emotional wounds, and a feeling of powerlessness. Aggressive communicator will try to dominate other, be very impulsive, not listening well, interrupt frequently, use you statements always, allegate others, become alienated from other, always blame others instead of owning their issue and thus are unable to mature. Passive aggressive communicator feel passive on the surface but aggressive under the surface. POWs, prison of wear, often communicate like this to deal with their lack of power. They feel an incredible lack of power while they may be smiling on the outside. Secretly, they are trying to sabotage or make fun of the system or a situation they are in. Next will be continued by Sushma.
Passive aggressive communicators mutter to themselves rather than comfort the person or issue, have difficult acknowledging their anger, use facial expression that don't match how they feel, that is smiling when angry, become alienated from those around them, remain stuck in a position of powerlessness, discharge resentment while real issues are never addressed so they can't mature. Passive aggressive communicator will say or feel, I am weak and resentful, so I sabotage, frustrate, and disrupt. I am powerless to deal with you head on, so I must use guerrilla warfare. I will appear cooperative, but am not. Assertive communicators clearly state their feelings and opinions and advocate for their rights without violating the rights of others. Have high self esteem, respect themselves and others. Assertive communicators will state needs and wants clearly, appropriately, and respectfully. Express feelings clearly, appropriately, and respectfully. Use I statement. Listen well without interrupting. Feel in a control of self. Have a good eye contact. Speak in a calm and clear tone of voice. Have a relaxed body posture. Feel connected to others. Stand up for their rights. The impact of pattern of assertive communication is that these individuals feel connected to others, feel in a control of their lives, are able to mature because they address issues and problems as they arise, create a respectful environment for others to grow and mature. The assertive communicators will say, believe, or behave in a way that says, I am confident about who I am. I respect the rights of others. I am 100% responsible for my own happiness. Assertive communication is effective and healthy. It helps to build self esteem and healthy relationship. Next is a simple demo by Vignesh and Ankaraj.
Hello everyone, myself Vignesh.
Hello everyone, myself Ankaraju.
Today we'll be doing a demo on positive language and courtesy with the activity. Let's start the activity. Myself, Vignesh, and I'll be the team leader of HCL company.
I'm employee who come under the leader of Vignesh.
Hi, Anku. Have you finished the work which I have assigned to you?
Yes, Vignesh, I have sent you.
Let me check it. Hold on to the call and I'll come back to you.
Okay, Vignesh, sure.
And I have checked it. Everything is fine and good. There is a small change to be made and I'll send you the update after the meeting.
Okay, Vignesh, I'll check it once and I'll send you as soon as possible.
Okay, Anko, your work is good and always keep up the work as same.
Thank you, Vignesh.
And that's our activity, which on how the team leader should coordinate with the co-worker. And hope you understood the topic on business etiquette, which our team had been explained to you. And thank you for your patience for listening.